is no horizon. There is no sky. There is no ground. There is only the white. It is not a color. It is a physical presence pressing against the open eye like a heavy, cold hand. It obliterates depth. It swallows distance. It is a blindness brighter than the sun, a suffocating luminosity that burns the retina and erases the world. We are buried in the light.
We are inches from the coarse red fur of the shoulder, stiff with frost. It heaves an irregular, panicked rhythm against the silence. Ice crystals have fused the eyelashes together. Snap, click, snap, blinking is a battle of attrition. The mammoth calf swings his trunk, a desperate pendulum searching for the warm musk scent of the mother, but he breathes in only needles. The air is solid. It tastes of ozone and ancient dust. He rumbles. It is a low, desperate plea intended for the matriarch. But the wind shreds the sound before it even leaves his throat. The vibration dies in the air unanswered. He is the largest land mammal on Earth, a titan in the making. And right now, he doesn't exist. Ago, the world had weight. The Mammoth Steppe was a landscape of definition. The herd was a moving mountain range, a fortress of shag and muscle grazing on the dry grasses of the Pleistocene. For the mammoth calf, safety was not a concept, it was a physical coordinate. He existed within the tangled forest of legs under the canopy of tusks. He lived in the sound, the infrasound rumble of the matriarch. A frequency so low it is felt in the gut rather than heard by the ear. Was his gravity. It told him where to stand. It told him he was home. The herd is a singular organism, 50 tons of biology moving in sync. The air around them is warm, generated by the furnace of their digestion, create a microclimate of safety that keeps the biting wind at bay. The mammoth calf knows nothing of the cold. He knows only the smell of milk and the rough comfort of the flank. Then the sky fell. It did not arrive with thunder. It arrived with a erasure. The pressure dropped, a sudden sickening plummet that popped the ears. The wind shifted from a directional gale to a multi-directional vortex. The snow ceased to fall. It began to suspend. The horizon didn't fade, it was deleted. The definition between the gray clouds and the white snow vanished, merging into a seamless, vertiginous bowl. The vacuum seal. In the Arctic, a whiteout is not just visibility loss, it is sensory deprivation. The light bounces between the snow and the clouds, eliminating all shadow. Without shadow, the eye cannot perceive texture. The ground looks flat, even if it is a cliff edge. The world loses its 3 dimensions. The The mammoth calf had stepped 3 paces away. Just 3 patch of sweet grass exposed by the wind drew his attention. He lowered his head, his trunk tearing at the frozen tufts, his focus entirely on the sugar in the roots. He looked down for 10 seconds. When he looked up, the fortress was gone. The white wall had closed the gap. He spun around, expecting the massive dark shape of the matriarch to loom over him. But there was only the grain of the storm. He took a step forward. Nothing. He trotted left. Nothing. But something disturbs the drift. Not the wind. A vibration. A footfall, distinct, heavy pepper smoke. The mammoth calf's eye snaps open. The hallucination is over through the curtain of snow. A shape solidifies. It does not dissolve. It has mass. It has color. A tawny, dirty gold against the purity of the ice. A cave lion. She is a ghost of the steppe, massive, muscular, and starving. She has been tracking the herd, waiting for a straggler. The storm is her ally. She moves with a fluid, terrifying grace. Her belly fur brushing the snow. Her eyes locked on the prone mammoth calf. The silence has teeth. The lioness does not roar, she does not charge, she stalks in the whiteout. She is invisible until she is within striking distance. She circles, testing the wind, smelling the weakness. She knows the mammoth calf is alone. She knows the wall of white protects her from the herd just as it blinds the prey. The mammoth calf struggles to rise. His limbs are stiff, frozen cylinders. He slips, his hoofs scrabbling uselessly against the ice. The lioness sees the stumble. Her muscles coil. The time for stealth is over. Violence is sudden. She launches a blur of gold and muscle. She hits the mammoth calf's shoulder, her weight driving him back into the drift. Her claws, curved scimitars, hook into the thick walls, seeking the purchase of skin. Her jaws seek the throat. The impact wakes him, the pain is a clarion call. The lethargy vanishes, replaced by primal terror. He thrashes, swinging his head, his small tusks raking the air. He is heavy, and he uses that weight, slamming his shoulder into the snow, trying to crush the attacker. He screams. It is not a rumble, it is a shriek of pure, unfiltered panic. It cuts through the wind, a frequency of distress that carries further than the low thrum. It is the sound of a child dying. The lioness adjusts her grip. She is heavy, powerful. She bites down on the neck, her fangs scraping against the thick vertebrae. The mammoth calf's vision begins to tunnel. The white is turning to black. Then, the earth answers. The white wall shatters, it doesn't dissolve. It is smashed apart by a force of nature. Through the blinding snow, a shape erupts, vast, dark, and unstoppable, a mountain of fur and fury. The matriarch. She does not slow down, she does not assist. She is a 6-ton missile guided by the scream of her bloodline. Her trunk lashes out, a muscular whip that catches the lioness midair. The predator is lifted, ragdolled, and thrown 20 feet into the blinding drift. The lioness lands, rolls and vanishes instantly back into the white. She knows the math. This is a fight. She cannot win.
Gravity returns. The matriarch stands over the mammoth calf. She is a windbreak, a fortress her massive body blocks the gale. Creating a pocket of stillness, she reaches down with her trunk. Checking him, she touches his eye, his ear, his shoulder. She blows warm air over his freezing face. The rumble starts in her chest and travels down her legs into the ground. The mammoth cow feels it against his ribs. It restarts his own rhythm. The terror recedes, replaced by the crushing weight of relief. He stands shaking, bleeding, but standing, he leans his entire weight against her leg. The rest of the herd emerges from the white, shadowy giants, forming a circle around them. The wall of white is pushed back by the wall of wool. The storm breathes out. The whiteout begins to lift, the definition turning to the world. The horizon reassembles itself. The herd begins to move again, an unstoppable procession marching through the Ice Age. The mammoth calf walks in the center, in the shadow of the matriarch, stepping in her footprints. He is alive, but he is different. He has seen the void, he has felt the absolute indifference of the ice. He knows now that the world is not a home. It is a challenge, and he knows that survival is not a right.
In the ice, silence is not empty. It is a weight, and for the orphan, it is the heaviest thing on earth.